Love
going
that.
on.
Yes.
For us.
We need to not make jokes until we start rolling because we had a really good bit.
Yeah.
We had a pretty good one where
As
Jeff was
like-
blinding people. It's fine.
The laser pointer, but
You know how it
alas.
goes.
Stop being
I
funny
could
on your own. while I'm
get it
doing
out
sounds.
again and just start blinding
No,
people
please
once
no.
more.
Well, we don't know.
You know, like,
I don't
wasn't
think the
us.
funny
both a
part.
flashlight and a laser pointer.
I don't
Like,
think the funny part was the blinding of people.
I thought it was pretty
Oh.
funny.
Well, yeah, okay. Humor is subjective.
My eyes. Good one.
I'm blind. The pinnacle of comedy.
Well done, sir.
That's how you do it. That's how you do
You
it.
truly bested me with your laser pointer and my eyeballs.
For the record, I want to say that did not happen. I did not
All
flash
right.
you in the eye with it.
Okay.
Because I know that that's not good for the eyes.
That's
That's
true.
right.
It's your
It
word
is
against
not good
ours.
for the eyes.
And
It
this is all
is.
legally binding, so.
Absolutely. And welcome back to the 7 Star of the Right podcast. This is session 79. How are you guys doing?
Good.
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 I got a
good,
really
good.
big iced chai latte this morning. They were
Oh,
like,
is that
what
helping
kind
out?
do you want? And I was like, as big as you can give me. And it was like the height of my head. It was glorious. I'm a little bit vibrating right now, but overall,
That's great.
excited.
I've got a whole glass of Diet Coke right now.
Yep.
Hopefully it'll start kicking in about 15 minutes into the session.
You know, right when stuff gets interesting.
Yeah, exactly. Before then, I can just kind of, coast. What do you guys remember from last session?
We solved a murder mystery
We did do that.
Yeah.
and then we lied about it. We
Yeah.
told them it was a psychic. It was a robot, Jeff.
You
robot.
hypothesized incorrectly to your knowledge that it was a psychic.
Fair.
It wasn't
it's-
like I don't think you guys explicitly said like this is how this would have been done, right?
I vaguely recall,
Yeah.
I have not listened to it yet, but I vaguely recall saying, we believe this person to have been a psychic and they
Oh.
can do this thing so that they do not need to breathe in the box, et cetera, and so forth.
That tracks with my memory. Maybe we just talked that through ourselves and then glossed over it.
I mean, what are they? Vac suits are a thing.
That's right.
Like people can be in a vac suit as well and have.
Yeah,
been
but
there.
they were all being but there was no air in the box. And so we thought it needed a rarer explanation than they needed one of those things. Perhaps vac suits are too bulky. Maybe they wouldn't have fit in there. Not sure. Anyway.
I think mostly Jeff was being like, but there's no air. How could somebody be in there with no air?
And it turns out the more you think about it, the
Well,
more great answers
this
there are.
game,
for
it's
that.
set in space.
I was just trying to set the scene and
How dare you?
fuck you guys.
Okay, so anyway, reviewing that, we did a bunch of detailed investigation into timelines. We discovered that most likely Septima and Octavia had successfully pulled off this murder mystery by pretending to be a singular person.
Mhm.
We traced their steps back, not sure which one, Septima or Octavia, is the one that was spotted in the town, sort of walking away from Drick's residence.
Mhm.
But we retraced those steps. We found the core shattering device, which we then pointed to the others and said, hey, this is the thing that probably killed Drick. That came to the successful conclusion. They let Tony out, and then we reconvened and decided to sort of go into the nanite field and go after. We're going to New Work City.
Yeah, it's called Neo Opus.
Yeah,
That's right.
That's what we're saying. We're saying the same thing.
That's exactly how.
Neo Opus.
Neo Opus. So we are going to Neo Opus. We are slowly gaining the ability to both create either a new true AI or, as we discovered last time, be able to bring, at the very least, Kyle Reed back to life, because we have what we have recently learned are called mind seeds, which is the idea of on the moment of death, his wedding ring captured his consciousness, and it is possible to sort of 3D print that into a true AI core that we are constructing. Leggett is very much pro this plan. Nona is very much not, because she is afraid of the people that we're going to. Well, version 1 of this plan involved creating true AIs and then kind of killing them, wiping their consciousness, and putting the mind seed over that. And she has recently learned that that sort of was her reason for being, was to be that for Dr. Samantha Kelvin. So there's a lot of very complicated emotions around that. But we sort of had that discussion, tabled it for now, and are continuing to collect the various pieces to accomplish this thing.
Mm-hmm.
And we are now on a journey with the 4 of the Phoenix crew, Leggett and Tony, into Neo Opus to both visit Drick's lab and whatever Tony wants to do.
He wants to go to the library.
Right.
Where
and
the knowledge is.
The greatest weapon of them all. And, that's probably where the main plot is, but it's Tony, so.
Just push him out into the nanite
right.
field. Let them take care of him.
Let nature take its course. Nature's what I call the robots. So very important. We have a beacon that will protect us from the nanites. I believe it's creates an area of 45 feet, something like that.
I was putting it as 15 yards, but
That's
45
right.
feet.
Yeah.
Yes.
Those
Crazy.
two are the same thing.
They are the same thing.
Yep.
Yes.
Tell me more.
I like things.
It's about units and conversions.
We have to carry this beacon. I believe Alex is currently carrying it. It does -2 to attack and -2 to physical skill checks. We have a limited amount of time on that. So we got a little counter counting down battery life. We can discuss more specifics, but I'm going to want to turn around way before it hits 50%. And we are driving in the ATV, which only has 4 seatbelts in it. I went back and checked, but we can technically fit 6 people in the same way everybody used to do in high school. You just kind of bunch up and you throw a bunch, maybe somebody sits on somebody else. It's awkward.
Yeah, you could put a couple of people in the trunk and throw a blanket over them.
Exactly.
It's "Duck," as you drive by a cop.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's roughly what we're doing. And also we went into the nanite field. That was cool. I shot the street. The street repaired itself. Love that. Love everything about that. Good sci-fi, Jeff.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Anything else important that I missed?
Don't think so.
I feel like that was the major stuff. You did mention that Leggett and Nona had a bit of a tiff.
Yeah.
Did you mention the zombies?
Oh, that's right. I didn't mention the zombies. I completely forgot about the zombies.
You guys haven't ran into any zombies yet.
But we're going
We've been told.
What?
Yeah,
not how
so apparently
foreshadowing
sometimes
works.
I think it's people just were in the nanite field and then instead of getting completely eaten, which is the other horrifying effect of this, the nanites just decide to control them and move them all around. We're basically just roughly doing Doctor Who Empty Child here.
Maybe.
A little bit.
Where's my mama? I don't know.
Those robots, not aliens.
Are you my mommy?
That's it. Are you my
Yeah,
mommy?
and you grow gas masks out of your face, that whole thing.
Yep. Oh, that entire episode scarred me. And so
I wanna go
decided
back.
I wanted to make it into an entire city.
I want to go back and rewatch it so badly. But anyway, we'll do that later.
All right. Yeah, I think that was basically everything that I had as well. So I'll be giving you guys regular readouts of what the backpack says. I believe Alex is the one who is wearing it.
Yep.
Because Leggett was like, I don't think I can carry it.
Thanks, Jeff.
I mean, to be fair, if you need him to make any skill checks, a -2 would basically mean he's not making any skill checks.
I just wanted us to consolidate all of our battle uselessness in one area. I'm a Max-Min type person. Put the person who is not good at stuff with the negatives.
Wasn't using those little nerd arms for anything anyway.
That's right. That's exactly correct. Oh, also,
Did you have something else?
well, I was just going to bring up, somebody has that sniper rifle, and I don't think we've teased Tony with that yet, which was the plan when we originally got it.
Alex has it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's also on the to-do list.
All right. So yeah, you guys are you kind of packed into the ATV, which is probably closer to like a car than one of the four-wheelers or something like
Sure.
that. Like a little beefier, but not still like a full-on Terran car. So you guys drive along. This whole trip takes about 10, 15 minutes until you start to see the outline of a city in the nanite mist as you kind of like look through it. As you guys approach, Tony starts up a conversation and says, so you guys got a map, right? Want to go over like where we need to hit, right? Before we get there?
Sure. Yeah. Cool. Yeah.
Yeah, and so
I mean, we did that already, but we can do it in the car too.
I'm sorry, I wasn't a part of that
Tony's
conversation.
just one of those people that
Activate.
constantly needs to list out the plan before you do the plan.
It's good to list out the plan before you do the plan.
Map activate.
And the map that Dricht gave you, it has a couple of things. Gave is a strong word, I suppose.
Yeah.
That
We
Dricht,
looted from his library in the Edgar Allan Poe book.
Yes,
Oh,
the golden bug, I
Yep.
think it was. or
Which
the
is
gold
about
bug.
treasure hunting.
Yeah.
I actually knew that reference.
Did you?
I
Yeah.
did.
I
With
was
the
trying
whole
to
skull thing.
I was trying to do a little bit of a little slide that one onto the table kind of reference, but you got it anyway. Anyway, so the map, as it's laid out, you guys plug it into a comm pad so you're all able to see. There's a couple of locations that are labeled, a few other kind of that mention like directions in between. Most of the area of this map lies on the outskirts of this major city. Probably why Dricht was able to get in and out without necessarily having to, be too worried about going into the heart of the city itself.
Although that's probably where all the good stuff is.
Yeah, but it's also probably where all the nanites and
Oh, yeah.
zombies. That
There's
Tony
no
said?
zombies.
Zombies
Look good for me.
And so you take a look at the schematics, and Tony points out a library and says, "This is the place that we want to go." And you notice it's actually a little bit farther into the city than where Drick's lab seems to be indicated on the map. You notice that you'll probably be driving through some kind of park where you reach a plaza. The plaza has a couple of buildings surrounding it, one of which is an entrance to some kind of skywalk that would get you to the library, a mall, which is where
The zombies are.
I was
The
going to
GameStop,
say where
the GameStop is, yeah.
where the Drick's lab is.
Okay.
At
It
the
could be
mall.
both.
It
The
could
EB
be both.
games.
What?
The EB games.
Yes, the EV. You got to have the EV games. There is additionally some kind of energy core that seems to be off of this plaza as well. The mall contains a bunch of stores, Drick's Cybernetic Clinic, obviously, something called a Hollow Haven Entertainment, and a few other places that are kind of made notes of. It also appears to be the location of a monorail system.
Hell yeah, we're going to hit up the monorail first.
Yes.
That
And that'll take us
goes-
to Magic Kingdom.
Well, that takes you to a similar location as what is described as the Aerosky Promenade, which is where the library is.
Gotcha.
Oh, so we can either walk to the library or we can take the monorail.
Yeah.
We have options.
Yeah.
So just wondering quickly, you said there's like a park that you pass by around here and things like that. Is there any like greenery in this place, like, trees or grass, or is it all purely cement, that kind of thing?
So where trees and brush is meant to be, like off to the side, you do see dotted here and there. It seems well kept. Again, like the road that you're driving on looks as if it was practically brand new, that not a soul has driven on it before. There's no potholes. There's no wrappers or stuff kind of.
We're also aware that it is self-repairing because I shot it last time.
Yes, you are.
Yeah.
But it does seem that the flora is not affected, or the nanite cloud doesn't really affect the flora. Okay. Or if it does, keeps it kind of in check more than, so it doesn't overgrow onto the highway that you're currently riding on.
Zombie trees.
Perhaps zombie trees.
Amazing. Is there any way we can actually combine sort of our map view with the map thing that you have?
I
Or
wonder,
is
yeah.
are the nanites just going to eat the other nanites?
A valid
Is there any
question,
way
yeah.
to like test this without completely breaking it?
Because, I got that sort of 3D nanite map generator from when we were exploring beneath Wycliffe. I have no idea.
Do you turn it on to test it out?
Wow. Okay. We're inside the safety zone. I don't know about this tech. Nona, you're pre-tech. Do you think this works?
I would love to check it out if
Let's
you'll let me
try
do
it.
a roll for it.
There's no need to roll for it. It
Okay.
turns on just fine. You notice that, again, this blue mist comes out of the device as it starts to spread out around you. You are in a moving car right
That's
now.
right.
So it kind of streams out as if like, smoke was coming out of your compad or
Yeah.
something and streaming behind you. And you notice on the map that it does appear to start to build some kind of diagram as to like how the highway is shaped, but it starts disintegrating pretty quickly thereafter. And the only consistent area that you seem to be able to map is about the 15 yards around your vehicle.
Is this losing functionality? Are the nanites getting eaten and then not replaced with other nanites? Is that a thing we should be worried about?
It seems that this pre-tech device is able to self-build these nanites.
Love that.
So it's self kind of filling.
All right.
You don't need to necessarily worry about it running out. I will say though that it will maybe need a time to recharge if it does completely run out of nanites.
Well, it doesn't seem all that useful here, so I think we just turn it off and leave it alone.
Leave that off for now, definitely.
That's what we get for trying to, what's that word? It's not synchronize.
What's the battery life?
Synergize.
Has it ticked down at all in the 20-ish minutes we've been driving?
It has a little bit, like the percentage, so I don't have to go from like freaking 97% and however. You see that there are kind of 6 bars on the strap that you're wearing.
I hate that.
It seems like the first bar has starting to be eaten
It's
into,
blinking.
but it's not empty yet. So you're still pretty topped off right now.
Okay, cool. So that's at least 2 hours, maybe like 3. Okay. Yeah. So my idea is, because we cannot split off. Tony, if you wanted to try to split off, that's fine. We hit up the lab first. It's a little bit closer to us. Maybe there's some way to top off this backpack, kind of give it a little bit of a recharge, give us a little bit more time to look around in the city, and then we hit up the library from there. I don't know if the monorail is going to be up and running. I don't know what the energy situation is for the city.
I was originally going to propose going further in first, so library first and then making our way back. But I do think it's a good idea to maybe go by the lab and see if there is any way to recharge this. I just would then caution, if the library is our second stop, we need to keep an eye on the...
I will say I was talking a little bit about the map. There are a few more markings on the map. So there's obviously what I've described. It does appear that, as Kirsten/Nona was saying, that the library is farther into the city than the mall where the lab seems to be. You do notice that both the skywalk as well as the monorail station within the mall both appear to have some indication of danger. There's an exclamation point and like an X there, like implying that you should not go that direction.
Gotcha.
And this was one of the things that Tony was kind of asking about when he first tried to get this map from Drict, because Drict goes in, he's aware of some of the places that are maybe more dangerous than others.
So you built 2 fun different things, and then you're saying don't go there.
I'm saying Tony wants to go there. I'm just saying there might be danger.
Oh, crazy that.
I'm sorry, I totally glossed over the danger markings. We're really bad at reading those. It's just kind of like...
It just fades into the background. Thanks to denial, we're immortal.
I think my fist fits in that mouth. That's fine.
Can we, a little bit unorthodox, is there any way to get the ATV up on the skywalk? Like, are they wide enough for like those strollers like Disney World?
You would have to see.
Is there like
but
a map
skywalk seems to imply no.
Is there like a map setting for
Is you're
like
not
the sick
supposed to.
ramps, like the MTA?
Yeah.
Like where are the trick things to hit in the city?
There's actually one coming right up. You can jump from one side of the highway to the other.
You have to get over the billboard.
Yeah.
Hey, Jeff, how heavy is an ATV?
I don't know. How much can you lift?
Oh, God.
It's more than
one
that.
more than that.
It's 800 kilograms.
Oh, we do this every single time.
What's that
How
in the Imperial
much
system? I don't fucking know.
Does a car weigh in kilograms? I'm being told by Google right now that the average weight of a car in kilograms is about 1,900 kilograms.
But this isn't a car,
It's an ATV.
as previously established.
Yeah, but Jeff wants it to be a car.
Compact cars weigh anywhere from 1,100 to 1,400 kilograms.
Yeah. I was mostly joking. It's fine.
So no. It was 800
Okay.
kilograms that you said?
Correct.
Yeah.
That's not even close.
You'll just need to level up one more time, then you could probably do it.
If we ever get to level up again.
Nope.
No.
Never ever.
You guys,
Okay.
I know I don't tell you guys when you gain experience. You gain an experience from solving the murder mystery.
Cool.
Well,
Yay.
You're well on your way.
I thought you said you were worried we were leveling up too fast, so then you were going to take it away for a long while.
I mean, I don't need to worry about it too much because how leveling up works is it's like an exponential curve.
I've played video games before. I'm
Yeah.
aware of this fact.
He
Yeah.
also said he was gonna have like fake coins that he was gonna
Oh,
keep
yeah.
track
That's
of.
what darkness coins.
I
and,
do occasionally use those.
Hmm.
It's been a while since you guys have done something so annoying or stupid that I feel like I gained
Well,
one.
we need to
Rude.
get on that then.
well,
But
how
don't
many
worry.
do you
Yeah.
have
I
from
shoved
last
Tony
time?
out
I
of
have
the car.
two. I
Into
have,
the nanite field.
I have two.
Okay. Cool.
That may or may not be used in
Yeah.
this particular setting. Anyway,
But I think I'm so my video gamer sense is like I don't want to go to the harder things second. I want to do that first. But I think you're right. I think we should go to Drick's lab first and see if there's any way to recharge this and kind of like, like a save point.
At some point, the city had to have a way to keep the nanites out, right? Is there any point in going to the energy core and seeing if there is just like an on switch we need to press that makes the city safe?
I only know very little. Hello, Lucius Leck.
I shove him out the car. Speak carefully, nerd boy.
Well, I will admit my familiarity with Demos and the nature of the cities here is a bit sparse. But as far as I understand it, the nanite field was meant to keep it covered most of the planet to begin with, and it was meant to upkeep infrastructure, heal people, built in civil infrastructure and healthcare. But when the scream occurred, there was some kind of malfunction that caused it to do this. I have no familiarity with if this was even a thing that could be turned off. It's possible, I suppose.
Gotcha. Yeah. Well, now's not the time to like investigate and put a bunch of sink some time into this problem.
That's fair. I
'Cause
mean,
we're on
Energy
a time
Core is
limit.
also a great place to see if we can somehow wire up a recharging sort of thing. If it's on, I don't know if we
Yeah,
can tell
potentially.
that.
Definitely. I think we'll have to. Maybe last resort, it's either this or we like get eaten by robots.
Yeah, fair enough.
Maybe we'll go and take that out.
What a way to go, though.
Yeah, it's on my list.
I would like to avoid getting eaten by robots, and it's pretty low on my to-do list.
Worst case scenario, we should establish. I also hopefully having this conversation while going to Drick's lab. Is that where we decided we go?
We're
Yeah.
going to
Okay.
driving, yeah.
We're heading in that direction.
No, pull over.
we need to stop and talk this
Let's
through.
hash this
Turn
out.
down the radio. Turn down the radio and let's
talk about it.
this.
I was just wondering if worse does come to worse, can Micah cover everybody with the pressure field thing that you do, and would that even work in this scenario?
Yeah. First of all, how many of us are there?
Six. Yep.
Yes, I can do up to 6.
Our car will get eaten.
Whether
Whether my
it,
NPCs are starting to match the number of PCs. I need to kill one of them off.
No, you know
Tony
which
throws
one.
himself out of the car.
yeah, it really depends how much the nanites count as like environmental versus actual, robots that are trying to kill us.
Fair
I
enough.
would say that they are more environmental hazard than any one entity, if that makes sense.
Okay.
Let's try to have it not come to that,
Yeah.
but that's a good backup plan, I guess.
Could you cover all 6 people?
Yeah, I think actually I can shield up to 6 comrades, so 7, and we're communists.
Everybody get a card. Everybody take a card.
All right.
Anyway, yes. Okay, so Drick's lab first then, and see if we can find a place to recharge the thingy.
Sounds good.
Okay, perfect.
Okay, so as you guys make your way, this sprawling metropolis starts to come clearer and clearer into view. You aren't really able to make out too much of the buildings. A lot of them are still silhouetted by this dark gray cloud that just hangs over everything. But as you approach nearer and nearer, you start to see the highway starts to fade away into something that's more of a parkway through a park. And you notice that, the dividers start to go down. It's just like a double yellow line through. You do notice as you start to get closer and closer to the city that there are just cars here and there along all of the roads. In fact, you start to need to weave in between some of them as they seem to get denser and denser, closer and closer to the city itself. And as you drive, you notice that on either side of you is an immaculate park. They sprawled out in front of you, welcoming you to the city of Neo-Opus. As you continue to travel down the road that splits the park in two, weaving in and out of these abandoned cars, you notice that this nanite mist still obscures your vision past 50 or so yards, but you can tell that the trees, bushes, and grounds are all well kept and trimmed. It's immaculate. There's no trash anywhere. All of the grass seems to be cut the same way. No stray branch of a bush is poking out. Everything is just very well kept. And as you close in on the location indicated by Drick's map, you can start to make out some of these tall and regal buildings throughout the nanite cloud. And then, far in the distance, down the road, you see the outline of some massive object. Can I have people make a wisdom notice check, please? And I'll roll for the boys. And Claire.
What about Claire?
I'll roll for them both.
Oof.
8.
4.
8 for me as well.
My eyes are on the road. Thank you very much. I
As
do
they
not
should
have
be.
time to be staring at big objects off in the distance.
Everyone sees this mass, but you can't quite make out what it is. The edges of it just seem to be all clumped together. You'd have to approach a little bit closer in order to get a better look.
So this thing is in the road, just a little ways off.
Yeah. I will say that this is
my
probably
binoculars.
several hundred meters in front of you.
Nice.
I pull out my binoculars that I have.
Yeah. Alex, you notice that this is not a single mass. And in fact, one of the things that caught your eyes was there did seem to be some movement here. You see 4 outlines of something looks human, 2 legs, 2 arms, heads, and they kind of move in between each other. They do seem to be separate individuals, but again, you're a little too far off to notice what exactly they're doing, but they seem to be kind of weaving in and out of one another.
Guys, I think we've got some shamblers up ahead.
Amazing.
Oh, shit.
I will be changing that word every time I refer to them. Those zombies.
Ghouls.
Walkers.
Walkers. Runners.
Oh, no.
Fatties.
They're there, whatever they are. It's just a couple on the road.
Are they between, just to get a better sense of this, are they between us and our destination?
That's correct.
Oh,
they're
crazy.
in the road that you would take to get closer to the Central Hub Plaza and the mall, which is called the Nexosphere Center.
I don't know any other humanoid thing that would be surviving out here. We can take pot shots, or we could full speed ahead, but I don't think we should slow down or stop for this at all.
I do believe we have 2 sniper rifles to our name currently.
Yes, I have a really, really great one. I have a really nice one. It's wild. I shouldn't be shooting it right now, though, because this thing is bearing down on my upper back. It's really brutal.
So was it Tony or Leggett who was informing us about the zombies? Or was that
I believe it
Drix?
was Tony.
All right.
Yeah.
So I guess I'll pose this question to him. So assuming that's what those are, there's no chance that those are people who could be saved or maybe okay
We accidentally
somehow.
shoot another adventuring party who has just got their own beacon stumbling around. And
I
That'd
mean,
be wild.
we are obviously in here, so the chance that someone else is in here is not 0. But what I know of the situation that's happening in Neo-Opus right now is most people avoid it like the plague, and the people that are in there are more nanite than humans, more just kind of know if you ever have like a lobster and you take out all of the meat and then you can kind of like move the cartilage to open and close
You
the
are
hand?
I did not know you could do that.
Yeah, what a fucked up analogy.
I mean, it's just like,
Get out of the car.
Get into that nanite field.
I was just trying to give you like,
You step out, you think about what you said.
they're more like meat puppets than anything right now is all I was trying to, I'm sorry.
I got it. Okay. Well, we have 4 lobsters in front
Anyway,
of us.
Alex, can you see just like how closely can you see the faces of the lobsters?
Not super.
No,
just
but they
kind
look
of
like
yeah, we get
humans
closer.
or
Yeah, 2
Torque.
arms, 2
Yeah, we
legs,
can like
a
inch
head.
forward. You know, we're on a clock. Let's get a little bit bold with this.
sure.
I'm just
I
going to
just-
drive up slightly bit more.
I'd just rather not kill people assuming they were zombies and have them not be, because that just feels sort of bad. But
Yeah.
they're probably. Let's go.
So what exactly was the plan here?
I think we're going to drive slightly closer, try and get a better view. I'd like to, if there's any way, mechanically wise, we could set up that thing that we did a long while ago where we were sort of like prepped to shoot things. I don't want to be a part of that because I'm driving, but like everybody else could be ready. And then I just like inch up. And then as soon as we have confirmation that they are in fact not people,
You
we
just
could just
open on
shoot them.
Mhm.
That's my thought. That's my plan proposal.
Yeah, cool. Sounds good to me.
Okay. So Nona, you're the one driving, right?
I'm the one driving.
You start to creep up, and Alex, I assume you're going to be staying on the binoculars.
Mm-hmm.
And as you guys approach, probably within, a couple 100 yards, you start to notice what these things appear to be doing. They appear to be playing some kind of sport. You notice that there is a striped ball that they seem to be alternating between picking up and throwing at one another and kicking. But the movements don't seem to imply that there's a jerkiness to there, as if something was, trying to imitate a particular movement, but didn't quite understand the mechanics behind it.
Boy, I feel that.
They're learning how to hacky a sack.
You're not familiar with whatever they're doing, and there's no emotion on them. Like, they will pick it up and throw it at another. Sometimes they will miss, sometimes they'll hit, but there's no reaction as to what happens. They're just kind of picking up a ball and going back and forth between the 4 of them.
It's a shame that we just missed Halloween. This is some pretty creepy stuff. Yeah. So if you relay that, Alex, that sounds like they're probably not living people anymore.
Consensus of the group all agree that this is not murder.
I would agree that this is not murder.
Yeah.
Amazing. Go nuts.
Thanks, Lucius.
How far off are we? Can we shoot them from here?
About 200 yards. What's the range of your stuff?
My mag rifle has a 300 ideal and 600 total.
But is that feet or yards? I can never remember. I just have numbers for mine.
Meters, right?
Or
It should be meters, so
Meters,
it's
which was-
effectively the same.
Okay. Cool.
I think
my
I think a
sniper
meter
rifle.
is slightly longer than a yard, or a yard is slightly longer.
Yeah, I
than
think
a
yards
meter.
slightly longer.
That's
But,
it.
Actually,
crummy American.
hold on. Yeah, my
I use yards because I've seen yards on a football field, so
My
I can
sniper
kinda
rifle is
visualize that.
1,000 meters, so somebody can grab that if they want.
my standard telekinetic
good at
rifle
shooting.
has a long range of 400, but I'm pretty sure I could make a sniper rifle if I just feel like it.
So one thing I will say that people are aware of, as you look through the scope, it's not a clean shot.
Mhm.
There is very clearly a dense mist of nanites between you, especially Alex and Micah. You'd be aware that there's probably some concealment that would happen here, and that you can't quite make them out always. So mechanically speaking, if you take a shot at them from a long distance, there is a chance that you will just miss outright. This will be like, I'd make you make a percentile.
Okay. Cool.
Okay.
Yeah, if you are cool with lending me, like, I think at this point, if we're confirmed, I will stop the car.
Mhm.
And I think I'm a better shot than you are.
Yeah,
So I might just
take it.
take that
That's fine.
sniper rifle from you and do
Yeah,
that.
it's a +2.
And so I will say probably every 15 or so meters,
Mhm.
every 50 or so meters would be about a 15% chance of just missing outright.
And we are,
About 200. So I'd probably say that's about 60%.
do we want to try and get closer? Or do we want to shoot from here and then just let them start running at us?
We take a couple shots and then just slam on the gas, like They're just full of metal. How big can they be?
Do you want to actually be driver and be ready to go?
No.
Okay. Fair enough.
Okay, I was actually mistaken. I can make any kind of melee weapon, but I'm stuck with just my regular rifle. So
Tony,
yeah,
you want to get in on this? Is your
Oh yeah, I'll happily take some pot shots
well, let's do it. I think we attempt to do that.
from 200 yards out.
I think so.
yeah, I'll give it a shot. Also, that's the regular range for my rifle, so why not?
Okay, so you guys are staying put and you're taking some shots.
Yeah.
And it is Tony right now. It is Micah. Alex, are you using the sniper rifle that you have?
No.
No, he handed that off to me.
Okay. And no one's driving right now, then?
That's correct. We've parked the car. I
Okay.
wanted to have Alex drive, but Alex says no. We have Claire drive.
Okay.
Yeah, but I don't actually remember what Claire has on her. I think just a pistol though, and those are
She has a laser pistol and
Yeah.
a mag pistol, I think.
yeah, those are things.
I don't think
She
she has a
might as
rifle.
well try, but I feel like that's going to be very, very unlikely.
I also have a laser rifle that I can give to her.
Oh, she'd happily take a laser rifle.
Yeah. There you go.
Thank you.
Everybody stop and like inventory. What's Leggett got?
I think just
A rapier wit.
I think a mag pistol as
Okay.
well. Which
you just sit down and shut up.
Okay. So you guys start taking some shots. I think I'll just let you roll right now.
Do we get the like prepped thing or no?
Oh, you're trying to make like an assassination shot.
That's why we were this far away. That was my plan, was to set up the
All right, hold on. Let me look up the rules
Sorry.
for assassination
I
because
know
they are
it's
slightly different.
been a bit.
You prepare. Once preparation is complete, an assassin may attack an adjacent target. You guys aren't adjacent. AC is not relevant. Hitting with a sniper shot is a dex shoot skill check. This will likely be what are people's ranges? I guess for everything that's a rifle, this is probably within the normal range.
Yeah, we're firing with rifles or sniper rifles. So,
All right, so
it's
this,
all within normal
This is
range.
a dex shoot skill for everyone at 8. You will do maximum damage if you hit, but also concealment will be a thing. So not only do you
Sure.
have to make the skill check of 8 with the dex shoot, then you'd have to roll above a 60 on a percentile dice.
Sure. Okay.
And yeah, there's some other things. I think people who are using a sniper rifle, the person who is getting attacked doesn't get to make a physical saving throw to not just die on the spot.
Okay. Also, this will become relevant later, but I don't think we actually were given the specs to the.
I thought I gave them
Yeah,
to
it's
Alex.
do you
2d8
have 'em?
plus 2 damage.
Perfect. Thank you.
Plus 2 to attack.
Yeah, so for Tony and Nona, if you guys hit, it is they don't get a save.
And so for me using telekinesis, would that also still be a dex shoot check to try and set that up?
Whatever you use to hit. So I guess this would be a con telekinesis shot.
Cool.
for
That's
you?
what I normally do.
Yeah.
Okay.
Then I would say that.
All right, but we're just doing a dex. We're doing a skill check right now.
Yes, it is a skill check, an execution attack.
Cool. Oh yeah.
What's your skill, Tony? Don't be bad at the skills. He's got it.
I'm so not used to having good numbers to add to skill checks.
You're good at one thing, and
I'm
this
good
is
at
one of them.
Thing. This is adjacent to the one thing I'm good at.
Okay, so Nona, did you make the skill check of 8?
Yes.
Okay, Micah,
got a
did
9.
you? All right.
Yep.
All right, so everyone needs to also make a percentile.
And we're looking for above 60.
Yes.
Also, can we just say we coordinated which one we're shooting at?
Yes, you absolutely can. I only got a 15.
What was the number
Tony
you had to hit?
missed. Above 60.
I think I got exactly 60.
I tend to do
Have to.
triple zeros as 100, which I think implies that you get it.
Wow, thanks.
I got a 74.
Okay, so the two of you hit. Tony misses. His shot seemed to be true, but it hits a car right behind them. That was kind of adding to the mass of the shape that you were seeing.
Sure.
That means 2 people hit. You guys both get the max damage. The one that was hit by Nona will immediately make does not make a physical saving throw and is just dead outright. The one that was hit by Micah failed and was also mortally wounded on the spot. Alex, you were putting on binoculars to see the 4 of them. 3 shots ring out all at once and 2 drop
Okay.
dead.
2 stumblers are still up.
At that, the other 2 kind of turn their heads to the noise as the rifles echo through the air and bounce off of, I guess they really don't bounce off of trees.
That's right.
But bounce off of the various, cars and sides of the buildings that surround you. And they start shambling your way. We're now in combat.
Let's do it.
Okie doke.
I'm going to stay out. I'm not going to put down a map. We're just going to do this theater of the mind since
Sounds good.
this might be pretty quick. Let me
You don't
do
know
one thing.
We could fail a lot.
We often do.
We often do.
The nano zombies are underway.
Okay.
Slowly.
Okay, I'm going to need to make, give me a whatchamacallit, initiative check. That's a D8, add your dex.
Oh, D8. I'm done.
5.
4.
5 from me.
Wait, no. 3.
Which between Micah and Alex has more?
Probably.
I have a 0 on dex.
I have 0. The number's 11.
I have a 10 score.
Okay, so Micah's first.
Here they come.
Oh, Lord.
Claire gets above Nona. Tony is before Claire, but after Alex. And Leggett is last, because of course he is.
Alex will never put Tona before Claire. Just want to make that clear.
Yeah.
I almost forgot to write a Nona. I almost just skipped your turn. Always, Nona.
I do that all the time to somebody in our other campaign, and I constantly feel guilty about it.
So thanks for bringing that up, Jeff.
I'm just saying, it happens.
Yeah.
It happens.
Okay. The zombies, however, did get pretty good rolls.
That's fine. They should be allowed to do something before they die.
Both of them start running towards this sound. They are now only 180 meters away.
Wait, with both. Oh, yeah, right. Because
All right. So they drop the ball in between them and just start sprinting, kind of almost falling over each other towards you all. You're still not able to make out too much what they look like. They're still quite a far ways in the distance.
as we prefer them to be.
Yep. Micah, it's now your go again.
Right. I guess I will try and take another shot at whichever one's in front. It's not great. I had +9, 14.
14 hits.
Oh,
Nice.
great. So that is going to be 12 damage.
That zombie hits the ground.
1 down.
Only one more running. Alex, it's now your go.
Go team.
Oh, wait. Did I need to do the obscuring?
Oh, yes, you
roll?
absolutely
I did not
do.
make that.
Yes.
So what is that again?
For every 50 yards away that they are, that's an extra 15. So they're only 150 effectively. I'm going to round down. So 45.
I need to hit above a 45. I got a 15. So never
Nope.
mind.
Never mind. He's still up.
He's back.
Oh,
he
no.
rose again. What?
Not yet.
All right. I have a laser pistol or a mag pistol that I can take it at disadvantage with because it's outside of the 100
I
meter
thought it was a
range.
standard -2.
I think it's just
Or
a
is it
standard
-2?
-2. Yeah.
Okay, that works. Might as well.
I feel like I've learned some things.
You have.
So proud
Look
of
at
me.
you. Look at you go.
Oh, nope. 1.
That does not hit.
Nice.
Amazing.
It will be now Tony and Claire. I'm just going to do them both. They both take out various pistols. Tony is going at the sniper. Oh, actually, no. His sniper only has ammo 1. He actually needs to reload.
Nice.
Tony.
Piece of shit.
Hold on. How does
Go team.
does reload
go.
take a movement
I think it does.
action?
Granted, we're not moving.
I don't think anyone has ever had to reload during combat before.
No.
That's right. I've been counting bullets. I've been very good, but most of my stuff has.
I mean, most of the things.
It takes at least like 6 rounds.
It is a
Yeah.
main action.
Okay.
So Tony's reloading.
You have a bolt action sniper rifle.
What do you want from me?
Do you
A
know
lot more
we're-
than this.
Do you not know that we're in the future? Like-
Go on. Actually, that is another question. That is a stat that I don't have. Are we about to have the same problem with
No,
me?
it's like 8 bullets per.
Yeah, it is nice.
All right.
The one that you got.
Great.
Have one of the good sniper rifles.
Yeah, he's just got a standard Tech 3 bolt action sniper rifle. Anyway, that was Tony's turn.
Cool.
Claire now goes, and she's going to start unloading with. Did you give her a laser rifle? All right, you're going to have to give me the stats on that, but we'll first see if she hits. It's sometimes hard to read this die. She does hit with a good old fashioned 20.
You want to also
Nice.
roll the percentage?
Yeah, I do need to roll the percentage. These dice, I love these dice. They're so fun, multicolored, but sometimes they're hard to read. That's an 88. She hits.
Okay.
What's the damage
It's
for
a
a laser rifle?
D8. I think I deleted it from my character sheet, but I think it's a D8.
Okay.
And other people should have laser rifles. Yeah.
Yeah. Mine's still back in my room because I'm.
There's a total of 7 damage.
Nice.
So you see this bolt of red light get ejected from her laser rifle and hit one of these zombies straight in the chest, and the light carries with you can see the light kind of go through, and it allows you to make the outline of these things, and you notice that there seem to be like their eyes seem to be pitch black. And now it's Nona's turn.
Oh, well, that was scary.
Yay.
Is scary.
Okay.
I don't like
cool.
that.
Don't like it. Make it go away.
I want to ask if you know. If not, I will just improv the lower one of this. But our character sheets actually automatically calculate attack, like the attack bonus that you add to hit.
I believe so, yeah.
So I've got that number. Do I then add 2 to that because of the sniper rifle, or do I just assume that's all? Like
you had, are you saying?
Yeah, it's a sniper
David
rifle
said,
+2.
plus 2 to attack. So.
Yes. So you get a +2 to on top of the
Excellent.
modifier.
Base one, yeah.
Oh, well, that's not going to do any good because I only rolled a 2 on the dice, which puts it at a 10.
Nope.
Yep.
That's not going to hit him.
Cool.
So you guys go through a whole volley, and Claire's the only one to hit.
I'm so proud of her
Oh,
murder
actually,
child.
Leggett gets to go. Let's see how Leggett does. How you doing, bud?
Leggett throws his gun at
is this how I do it? Leggett gets a 3.
Okay, cool.
And just firing with the. Actually, he gets worse because he's firing with just a pistol, so he gets a 1.
Nice.
I'm doing my best.
I'm doing my part.
And the zombies continue to sprint at you guys. Now they're only 160 meters away.
They're pretty fast.
They're
doing 20 meters in 6 seconds.
Yeah, but they're using.
Usain Bolt
We can
does it in
do
13.
that. We can do that.
Hey, you guys can do that. They're running about as fast as
It's
you
the
can.
future.
You're right, it's the
Everyone's
future.
Usain
Everyone's
Bolt.
super fast.
Yep.
Cool. Let's go again.
This is not a super fun combat.
them,
You
get
just
them.
got to keep rolling dice until they die.
Yep, that's right.
Micah, it's now your go.
It's a 25 to hit.
That will hit.
So
Which one are you aiming at? The injured one or the non-injured one?
Give me concealment.
fair question. Yeah, I'm doing it. I was just listening to
About
Ashton's
45.
question. Yeah, I'll target the injured one. 45. That 0 is what
Low.
again?
That is
That's
0.
5.
Yeah,
Yeah, you add them together.
Yeah. So no,
Amazing.
I didn't do it
There you
Having
go.
such a fun time.
because on this die 0 is high. So confusing. Okay.
Yeah.
No, it's 0 is always 0, except if they're all 0, then it's 100.
That's how I tend to do it.
You mean jackpot.
Yeah.
I thought on this die it's 10. because it's a
Only
D-
if you're rolling the singular
rolling-
one.
Yeah.
If you combine the 2 together on that die, the 1 0 on the larger die is the 10.
1 0.
Welcome back to 7th game on the left.
All right, whatever.
Where we discuss
Fine.
game
It
design.
makes sense.
and
I thought
RPG
through.
choices.
I've spent so many.
Just add them together.
Yeah,
and
I
if you
promise
ever
that I
get
still
triple
don't
zeros,
understand.
it's
If that's the
100.
case, I might not have shot that first one, but I think the one you let me hit, but whatever.
Okay,
All right. Anyway, doesn't matter. It's dead now.
cool.
Alex, it's now your go.
I'm going to get him this time for sure.
Yeah, absolutely.
He's still outside of the 100 meter, right?
Yeah,
So it's,
they're only 160 meters away now.
plus
They're
my
closing
existing-
in.
in.
Plus my
Here.
existing -4, so that's a 6.
Amazing.
Oh my God, guys. All right.
You're the one who had.
I guess I could take off the backpack while we're in the car, huh? I guess I could put that in the back seat.
Tony and Claire go now. Tony goes first. Tony fucking sucks. Claire goes next.
Tony fucking sucks.
You're
That's
right.
right.
He is.
I'm like taking off my backpack. I like hit Tony with my elbow.
Claire just barely hits. Let me roll the percentage thighs with her. It's 45. She gets an 87. All right, that's another D8. And that one was not as good, but it doesn't matter. She's able to knock the first zombie down.
Cool.
That is dead. There's only one zombie coming at you guys, and it's now also Leggett's turn, and he rolls. Oh, he actually freaking hit. He rolled an 18, nat 18.
Amazing.
And
Good
so
for
he's
him.
gonna get to roll a d6, I think.
Did you roll concealment?
Oh, well, no, I didn't.
So excited.
Yeah, sorry. I'm trying to make this speed this along, but I'm also trying to be fair.
78. Yeah, he hits.
Beautiful.
Nice.
Okay.
Kill it.
He like ricochets a bullet off of a car.
Mag pistol is,
Zombie.
mag pistol is 2d6 plus 2.
It could do it.
8.
I don't think it's
Nice.
I don't think that quite does it. Does it?
All right, zombies are now only 140 meters away.
Jeff, we did skip me.
Nona, it's now your go.
Thank you. I can't remember if Leggett rolled.
He's
Faster
actually
than me.
behind you. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. To hit, that is a 20.
That is.
Great. Concealment roll.
Just lie to me.
I don't have to. It's a 98.
Perfect.
Okay. So I'm probably dead, but 2d8 plus 5. You want me to roll that?
Please do.
Cool. 13 plus.
Because
18.
It's dead.
Cool.
Nice.
We're out of combat.
You want
You
your sniper
guys
rifle back?
jump
That's all right.
these group of just some cool dudes playing some soccer in the middle of the road. Anyway, they're dead now.
Cool. Great. Jump back in. Apparently, I'm keeping the sniper rifle for now. Do you want my mag rifle instead?
It doesn't matter. We can talk about it.
Okay. We continue driving, I think.
Hold on 1 second.
We're still kind of going towards a giant mass thing,
Yeah, I mean,
which is different from them, or were they the giant mass thing? Oh, good.
They're like
I
a little
thought they
mass.
were the thing, but
In case y'all can't hear on the microphone, Jeff is pulling out coins again.
jingle jangle.
Jingle jangle, here comes your doom.
Just like they
jingle,
just
jingle,
like they
jangle.
just like soccer.
I need to.
Spend this to
Why would you-
traumatize the party.
Why would you kill a group of people who are hanging out in the nanite mist playing soccer? That doesn't make sense.
They were just some cool dudes.
It might have just been
They
nice.
would have been like, yo, I
Yeah.
haven't seen anyone in forever.
Hey.
You brick slab? Oh, I know exactly where that is. I'll take you to it. Here, you want some money too?
They ran towards the gunfire. They were like, wait, they're like, hey,
Hi there.
hello.
So if
You want to look at my
No,
gun
okay.
too? We have a shared interest. Do you like soccer?
so if we are still driving that direction,
yeah. You guys are continuing to. I just spent a jingle jangle.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
A clarification question.
Yeah, what's
So we were discussing there was a large mass of a thing on a road. Were they the large mass, or was there additionally behind that?
Yes. What Alex is now able to make out with the binoculars is that what you guys originally read as one large mass was 4 separate entities standing in front of what appears to be a car that is perpendicular to the road.
Okay.
So it's kind of
Blockade
blocking
situation.
it a little bit.
Cool.
You can't tell at this distance if you would be able to pass it. You have a feeling that you should be able to, but that was what you were reading. You saw the one large vehicle, and then you saw parts of it kind of move here and back and forth, which gave you the impression of something much larger.
So I don't want to waste a lot of time because obviously we're on a bit of a timer. But if we're still headed that direction, as we're passing some of the downed zombies, I would like to at least like check them out, give them a quick glance, see like, you know, are these just like normal people? What kind of clothes are they wearing? How much of them seems intact or nanited?
If you want, I can stop the car and we can go rifling through their clothes for loose change.
So it feels disrespectful, but I think since they're dead, I could just grab one and like with telekinesis.
Alex wants to check like if we have to go off road to get around this thing. Alex wants to check the off road and make sure that there's not like a secret like mud thing or
like
something that's going to
ambush or something.
or like a terrain hazard is what I was thinking. But I guess
fair enough.
ambush too. We can check for that.
So I'm hearing a couple of different things.
Yep.
There are 2 that are by the car that appears to be blocking the road further inward. Then there are 2 others that got probably about 40 meters closer to you both.
Yep.
You all, I suppose. And so you're going to be driving past them. And Micah, what do you want to do?
So
Sacrilege, you know.
Yeah.
So as we're going past, it seems like we're going to need to stop the car anyway, right? Like that is what it would appear. Like we have something large looming in the middle of the road. We're gonna have to find a way around. So
It's a possibility.
okay. In that case, I think I will not grab the ones that were closest to us, but I will want to look
When
out.
we stop.
Yeah, when we stop or slow down, look out the window at the ones that are down by the car, and just at a relatively quick glance see what these people look like, what state they're in.
Yep. And this is something that like you'll be driving by two of them. So can I have you guys make either a wisdom or intelligence notice check because you're kind of like scanning these things?
5.
14.
9.
Okay, hold on. Let me do something.
Chink, chink, chink.
Chink, chink, chink.
Zombies are rolling deception.
No, what'd you get? You got a 5?
No, I got a 9.
9. That's much different than a 5.
That's correct.
I got the 5.
Micah got the 5.
Yeah, and Alex got a 4.
Yeah. So
good
as you
at that.
guys drive by the two that started running towards you, you're able to make out a little bit closer. In fact, as you get closer and closer to them, when you're about within 15 meters of them, you're able to see them completely because this mist is just gone.
Right.
In fact, as you approach them, you can't help but notice that the mist itself seems to be concentrating and starting to move into the body, the husk of this thing. You see it kind of start to stream in, and as you guys approach, it almost kind of seems like it's trying to stretch into the beacon area to go into the husk of this being. But as you drive closer and closer to it, that connection breaks and the mist disperses. As you drive by these two individuals, you can't help but notice that they seem to be pristine. They are people wearing a little bit of strange clothes that you're unfamiliar with, that would possibly be like not even out of fashion, but never in fashion, just strange.
Jeff, are you judging the nanites' fashion sense right now? Is that what is happening?
I'm judging the dead people's
Judging
fashion
the
sense
husks.
right
Oh,
now.
I see. I got it. Okay.
Got no style.
I know it
Grace.
won't actually do much, but I really want to run them over with the car.
I guess you're driving.
I know.
It satisfies a dark urge, but like that's really it, I think.
Well, it's a double tap. Like
Yeah.
survival Kirsten really wants to double tap these things, but I think actually we just keep going.
Alex and Nona, you both notice that before these things entered your vicinity, there was twitching and movement. But as you approached within 15 meters, that movement ceased.
Okay. Well, in that case, I'm gonna hit them with the car.
Understood. I'm going to keep saying some things.
Fair enough.
Alex, what?
Go ahead.
You know what? We'll do that first.
No. Go.
Roll for damage.
Okay, I
don't know.
I can do.
You know what? I'm just going to say you run over them and there's loud thumps. You take a look behind you and you notice that what spills out of them is not blood and viscera, but just this black ichor that doesn't seem to behave like a liquid. In fact, as it's in the beacon, it starts to disperse and run away towards almost like exactly what the fastest route away from the beacon is.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Hopefully it'll take them a little bit longer now too.
Alex, what you notice is before you go over the second body, that it lifted its head up.
Oh, shut up.
It lifted head up and
I'm so sorry, but I'm not that sorry.
Okay, yeah. So they those guys get back up.
Yep.
Sick.
they get up again.
So
you're never going to keep them down.
if I see that, is there any way I could like take a shot at the black mass that comes out of the second one? Seeing the first one, seeing the second one start to like move and react.
Yes. Are you shooting at like the kind of like ichor gas that comes out?
I'm expecting that thing to come out again. Probably pulled my gun out at the first sign of like movement from the first body. Didn't have time to get out a shot, but the second one I might want to shoot at while it's moving.
Absolutely. You can do that.
I took the backpack off. I'm holding it between my knees. It's not on my back anymore. Is that okay?
Yeah, I'm just
While
gonna
we're in
let
the
you
car.
like this is
We're gonna have to get out
it's a
eventually.
mass. You've taken some combat training before, so I'm not gonna make you roll for this. You hit what are you firing with?
My mag pistol was
just
the last
the
thing
mag
I had
pistol.
out. Yeah.
You take a shot at like this ichor that comes out, and it is not physical as far as you can tell. But when you take the shot, as this kind of it spills out of the body and starts to coalesce, you take a shot and you see that this pinprick hole that the mag pistol makes as it goes through, and it slowly starts to fill in again. But again, as this is all happening, this mist is also driving itself immediately away from your position.
Mm. What the fuck is that?
Was that directed at just in general?
At
Was
the
that a rhetorical
universe,
question?
It's fucked up.
At God.
As with everything, it's robots.
It's
Yeah, but it's
nanites?
like
Yes.
I would expect the
in a
nanites.
liquid form from like.
Well, if enough tiny robots getting close enough proximity, I suppose they would behave like sand or a liquid, slipping past one another.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. That's fucked up enough. I would now like to try something.
Yes.
Are these like, yeah. Well, first of all, can I just try and like lift up the one that Alex just shot? Because it seems like it is not.
Alex shot a cloud, not a body.
Oh, you shot a cloud. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. But the nearest body then.
Yes, it is in some pieces.
Sure.
Thanks to Nona.
Yeah. But like one of them like was moving its head. I don't know if anyone shared that with me because I didn't see shit. But these are still animate. Might be again once we kind of move away with our beacon. But I want to see if I can affect them with telekinesis.
Okay.
Cool.
So you're picking up what are the rules exactly of hold on.
We had a discussion about this sort of last time. I believe we came to the consensus that Micah could move a dead body.
That is the precedent we set with
the idea. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. But what if
Yeah.
The corpse is an object.
Yeah. But if it's a living creature or a VI or a true AI, those are all immune. But if it's an expert system or something else like that, or inanimate, then I can affect it as long as it's not too heavy.
There's no undead in this game. no crutch to lean on there.
Used to crush her.
I don't think this is the strangest question to ask.
I mean, I'm just trying to see if there's anything within the rules that kind of like
indicates in a direction for you.
You know what? I'm allow it because that seems cool.
All right.
Oh, it's gonna bite us.
You are able to pick up the head of the second one. Do you want something else other than the head?
That's all your soul.
No, I'm just
exactly what I was envisioning. Yes.
Which appendage would you like?
If I get the head, I'm just going to be like, yep, that works. Ooh, gross. Okay.
So you just
you're
pick
not
it up
actually
and then drop
bringing it to you.
No,
You're just
I don't
picking it
want
up and
that.
dropping it.
I just wanted to see if it would work.
Yes,
we're doing science.
You seem to be able to pick it up. There is a weird your telekinesis. It feels stronger when you're able to focus on one coherent object, right? Picking up a handful of sand, I feel like that would be difficult for you, right? Like if
there's like a container, like I put things in a box, I can just carry the box.
Yeah, the container, but like picking up like 1,000 grains of sand, right?
Sure, I could only technically pick up 3 grains of sand. So yeah.
Exactly. And so you notice that as you pick up the head, it feels like a container of something. And as you pick it up and almost like through your telekinesis, like squeeze the sides of it, you do notice that more of this black ichor mist kind of comes out. Cool. But you were not able to really grab that mist at all.
Yeah. No, that's just fine. Okay. Well, science, baby. Let's keep going.
All right, yeah.
Anyway.
Yep.
You guys,
let's go.
You guys start to approach the vehicle that is perpendicular to the road ahead of you.
How close are we to the other zombies? Can I run those over too? It's okay if not.
It's a little bit. It depends on the route that you take because they were by the car, right? if you drive over them, you're just going to go into the car. So are you going to slow down and like turn around it and just like kind of roll over them?
So my thought, given that I have seen these things starting to rise, and given that I know that the roads itself are self-repairing, I am anticipating that the zombies are self-repairing as well.
Mm-hmm.
So again, this is robots. I feel like Nona's got a little bit of a sense for how this would work. If she was a nanite, there would be the need to repair this thing before it could stand back up and do its job. So I'm basically trying to lengthen that timer.
Okay. Yeah.
That is the goal. The idea being, okay, we shot them, we did some damage, then they get fixed, then they're going to stand back up again. Let's do more damage. So hopefully it takes them longer to repair that.
Mm-hmm.
Giving them tasks, you know?
Yeah.
So that's the intention behind this. It's not just a...
Yeah, no, I understand. It just means that you would have to slow down.
Yeah.
So as you approach, you actually notice that the two in the distance have started to get up. And the one that you kind of pull yourself all the way over to the left side and swing over, trying to like kind of do like almost a half donut as you kind of like
Akira motorcycle turn.
Exactly. And you hit one of them just fine, but I'm going to need you to make an attack roll for the other one.
Sure.
And this will be weird to hit. We did this one time way in the past.
Way back.
When you
and I
killed the
haven't
Okoye
gotten
brothers.
to that episode on my re-listen yet.
So I'm going to have you make actually a skill check for this as opposed to an attack roll.
Can it be pilot?
It will be Dex Pilot.
Okay. Come on, base. Ooh, okay. Not terrible.
Dex Pilot is
10.
my favorite character in Attack of the Clones.
10 will do it. So 10, you are able to swing out the butt of the car and it slams into the first one that got up, and they go directly into the car behind them. And these things, they appear to be pretty fragile, because as you hit this against the car, it just explodes, and this ichor starts to just immediately disperse outwards. The other one, oh, sorry, I gave you one that you just got out. Then that was the second one.
That's right.
So all four of them have been disposed of as far as you can see.
Yes, but also we are now out of range of the beacon for the ones behind us. So anticipating that will no longer be true. So we need to move this car, is my understanding. Is that correct?
You actually notice that you could go up onto the curb a little bit to go around the car.
That's illegal, though.
Okay, we can do that.
All right, so Nona does that. And meanwhile, Alex is like, oh, but no.
Wait.
It's like we're cops.
Roll for cops. Ching ching.
And as you get closer to the plaza that you were seeing on the map itself, let me describe this to you. So sitting on the outskirts of Neo Opus, the Centra Plaza stands as a testament to the city's chrome-plated grandeur. At one end of the plaza is an impressive archway beckoning visitors towards the entrance of the dazzling Nexusphere Center, with towering spires of holographic advertisements loom overhead, casting shimmering hues upon the polished floors below. To the right, a colossal atrium reveals the entrance to the floating skywalks, a labyrinth of transparent walkways suspended high above the city's streets. Overhead, you notice levitating tram pods as they hum, moving between the sky-high towers. On the opposite side of the plaza, from the floating skywalks, you see the Energy Core building. It looms with a mesmerizing, pulsating energy shield enveloping its core at the top of the stout building. Massive conduits and power distribution arrays provide an awe-inspiring glimpse into the city's former technological prowess, now dormant and forgotten. As the sun starts to set, you notice that the plaza's adaptive lighting system casts an otherworldly glow, amplifying the melancholic beauty of the once thriving urban center, now vacant. You notice that in the center of the plaza itself is an assortment of food trucks and newsstands, empty but well stocked. Thank you for ChatGPT for writing that. It was a little too flowery. I might need to pare that down. It's a little bit more flowery than my actual language, but I wanted to get something quickly together. So they got this. It was a little grandiose for my taste.
How you let the robots win.
That's a shame, yeah. Yeah, for a second, it did kind of feel like Jeff was like a tour guide who got over the strip like one too many times.
Over here, we'll see this. I
Here
did.
is the
So
Steve
we've got
Skywalk.
right above us, far away in front of us, and then also in the center. Do we know what's to the left?
Sorry, yeah. To the right is the atrium
Atrium.
to the floating skywalks. To the left is the energy core building.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So
My bad.
this plaza is more like on the four sides. You actually drive to it, and you notice that there are some streets that go further into the city. But as you approach those streets a little bit more, you notice that there are a significant number of cars that seem to be in the way. You also can't help but notice that there seems to be movement in those streets, just shifting, shambling masses. You can't quite make them out, though. So you have the atrium, you have the Nexosphere Center, which is the mall that was laid out on the map, as well as the energy core that is off to the right, as well as just an assortment of food trucks that you can't help but notice that you smell food.
No.
Ooh, yummy.
No.
Like there's definitely some like the smell of like fried food and garlic and different spices kind of mixing the air.
They
For
even
our
got the
listeners at
garlic.
home, Jeff did not eat lunch before coming here.
I'm so very hungry.
You know that there's a delicious McDonald's.
You go up there and you order one McChicken. You eat
And they
it.
say, "Sure, Jeff." Here's your McChicken.
That is everything.
And it was the
I
most
always
beautiful thing.
Wish fulfillment. That's all this
And
is
then
for.
you ask for an ice cream cone. They're like, the ice
Ice
cream
cream
mixer is
is
broken.
broken.
You're like, damn it. Even in my... Anyway.
Even the self-repairing nanites can't figure
Fix the
this
McFlurry
fucking thing
machine.
out.
It was broke
That's
when
right.
they got there. They don't know what it looks like fixed.
Amazing. Okay. Yeah. So unless we're changing our decisions, I think we were still intending Drick's lab first,
Yeah.
Yeah.
which is in the mall. So that's the Nexus Sphere Center.
Yes. So you guys start to make your way into the stairs up to this mall. It's actually quite grandiose. That as we mentioned before,
Can we drive this or do we have to park?
you have to park.
Okay.
I mean, we don't have to park. How sturdy does that door look?
Do you want to drive up the steps to the mall?
I mean, yes, but I don't actually know if that's possible. And quite often, people on these maps.
No, cars
but-
tend to like flat
That's right.
surfaces.
But isn't this an ATV?
Isn't this a terrain?
Again, we're
It is kind of an
Are
all-terrain
stairs count
vehicle.
as a terrain?
You know what? Fuck it. Yeah,
they don't,
sure.
they don't
No,
have
it's
to be
okay.
wide enough.
No,
it's
you
fine.
don't have to let us do this. I'm just checking.
It's okay. If you do this, then it's just like
Okay.
Beep, beep, zombies.
It's fine.
get one of these back.
Okay, fair enough.
More zombies for later for Jeff.
Yeah, you guys drive up the stairs.
All right. You said it. Yeah, we did
Yeah,
it.
we're doing it.
We did it. Yeah, we take the elevator. We don't get out of the car. The torque from
Okay, yes. We drive up and then we have to park. I just want to leave the car as close to the. I'm
Yeah.
guessing there's going to be some place where we no longer can drive to, but I want to get as close. I want to get the really good parking spot, Jeff.
up the stairs.
Up the stairs, park at the top.
Where nobody else is going to be parked.
That's right.
So you drive up the stairs of this the Nexosphere Center, and as you reach the top, you notice that again, very pristine. All of the advertisements glowing, describing different food, different shopping centers that you can go in there, as well as advertising a brand new Hollow Haven entertainment center. The car getting through the door would be a bit of an issue, but there are these large glass windows that, if you wish, you could destroy the glass windows and take the car inside.
I don't think.
I think we established that
don't
there's
want to
like-
do that.
There's like no roof on this, right? It's like the Jurassic Park Jeep.
We keep
kinda
changing
the
what it
Jurassic
is.
Park
Maybe that might
Jeep.
be a little bit dangerous.
Yeah, maybe we don't
Let's
do
not get
that.
silly.
You can just
You
park
can
in
break
front.
it and then go through.
Maybe if we do it really gently.
It would probably
Just
make
slowly go through.
Just the most delicate
again,
shattering.
I just want to like get our getaway vehicle as close to the place as possible. I don't need to drive through your entire map.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
Remember what we parked?
Boop, boop.
And
I can
hope that-
understand the feeling of like in D&D if you have someone who's like just like a cavalier or something and you're like, you're going into a tomb. I guess you can bring your horse.
In Elden Ring, they make you get off the horse, and it's the first time I saw that, I was deeply disappointed that I couldn't just like careen through fucking tombs.
Anyway, you guys disembark from the vehicle and can't help but have just a little bit of a worrying sense of what will happen to the vehicle once you leave it.
I think I'm going to be keeping an eye on that as we move away. Just sort of like we do a get to the edge of it and then walk and then see if stuff starts getting eaten.
Yeah, absolutely. And so you start to cautiously make your way. And can I have everyone make a wisdom notice check, please?
No.
ATV doesn't start to feel so good.
8.
Oh, that is just rude.
Is that a charisma? Charisma notice?
Okay,
Nice.
8 as well.
I can find my dice roller again. Here we go.
I'm sorry. Do you need some dice? I can give you some dice.
No, I don't have any
You
dice.
never use the DM's dice.
7.
I mean, they're cursed for you guys. Wow. Look at that. So you guys are focusing quite a bit on the car itself. And as you start to take cautious steps away, particularly like along with Alex, because Alex is the beacon now.
That's right.
Everyone needs to stay within 15 meters
Yeah.
of him or face the wrath of the nanites.
Ideally, it's like Alex in the center, everybody else around, and who can keep eyes on Alex as much as possible,
Yeah.
so
And-
that you don't get too far away.
Exactly. And so as you start to go into this building and the nanite mist starts to fill in behind you, you notice that it slowly starts to go over the ATV, and you notice that there doesn't seem to be anything happening. In fact, you hesitate for a moment because you notice that there does actually appear to be something coming off, but on closer inspection, it seems to be cleaning the ATV, the mud and the nicks from the explosion that happens nearby against the smokers,
Yeah.
seem to be getting repaired.
Oh, thanks, buddies.
The bits on the wheel.
The zombie bits.
The dented fronts after running over several zombies
I got
appears
us.
to be buffed out, and it's actually as nice as you have ever seen it.
Excellent.
I wonder if they top us up on gas.
Oh, no gas.
Ah.
Oh, fuck.
And so you guys start to make your way farther into the mall itself. And as you take a couple of steps in, you can't help but notice how brightly lit everything is. Looking up, you notice that you are walking on the ground floor of a building that's probably at least 2 or 3 stories. You notice that there is a balcony that kind of runs along everything so that everyone on each of the various levels can look out and see all of the different stores that are available. And you notice things like, various apparel stores selling similar fashion that seems to be what was going on maybe around Neo Opus. You notice that there are different toy stores and
Forever 210
yeah,
for Torques.
for Torques.
That's funny.
A little drone store.
Cute.
You see a whole lot of everything that seems to never really been touched. Like you take a close look to see if has any of this been rummaged through, and everything seems pretty pristine as if someone had set up for the day and then was immediately mystified
What's happening?
I'm so confused.
or turned into
And it
mist, I
was
guess.
turned- Oh, yeah.
That's right.
And then the nanite field seems to just clean over everything.
Okay.
And so you find yourself approaching a pretty big billboard that has a directory of all of the locations. And you have things, like apparel stores, different tech stores. You see in shining new levers, new Dr. Drick's Cybernetic Clinic,
Oh,
as
okay.
well as underneath
That was quite
Hollow
surprising.
Haven Entertainment.
Yes.
and a few other things. So how I'm going to be doing this is I'm not going to be building out an entire city, and so we're going to be pulling back a little bit. If you guys want to go into these various stores and loot to your heart's content, you absolutely can do that. Alex, you notice that the first bar out of the 6 bars has been spent. You're 5 out of 6 bars now.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so we have a little bit of time to go shopping.
I was just going to say drone store.
Do they have a drone store?
Drones are us.
They do have a Drones Are Us. Or a Build a Drone Workshop.
Build a drone workshop.
Hell yes.
Okay, so I think...
With real hearts.
Yeah. In character, I want to go to Drick's lab and the drone store for you because I remember that being on your shopping list. This is the new quest. Now that we have tea, for the longest while I was looking for tea for people, and now we've been looking for drone for Micah.
Thank you, Nona. It's, not strictly necessary, has been something that was on her mind for a while that might be a cool little tool to have. And so if there's some here, I'm definitely going to prioritize going to Drick's lab first too.
Yeah, I think that's right.
Yeah.
So you guys are going to beeline to Drick's lab and then perhaps
again, we're hoping to
other things
do a charging thing there as well. Although I have a hypothesis about that.
Yeah, and if there's like a Spencer's Gifts hot topic along the way, you could pop in for a singing fish. That'd be amazing.
Oh, that's right, the singing fish.
There's actually a couple of different models. You have a singing fish. You also have various other singing sea creatures, a singing octopus, a singing lobster,
Those
and
sounds
a singing
terrifying.
snail.
Those sound really scary.
No,
the snail kind of pokes out
comes out of its shell.
Yeah, comes out of its shell and kind of does like a little dance back and forth and then goes back into its shell. The lobster does like a little dance while it clacks its little hands.
Horrifying.
And the squid seems to have like different articulating tentacles.
Yeah, I don't like giving Tara pincers. I don't like giving her 8 arms.
It's right.
So maybe a snail fish.
I like the fish.
I like
Let's
fish.
do the fish. It's a classic.
It's a classic for a reason.
Okay, beautiful.
You've obtained a singing fish.
That only took us 2 hours.
And just to clarify with this kind of thing, like as we, approach the fish and bring it inside of our beacon field, it's still intact. It is real. It's not like going to dissolve into nanite smoke.
Yes, you pick up the fish and you take a look at it and turn it around and it goes, "Throw me in the river," and it kind of does like the little tail flip.
Yeah,
and it appears to be completely operational and completely free of nanites.
The batteries were not included.
This is a pre-tech Billy Mouse singing bass.
Batteries.
It doesn't need batteries.
It has a small nuclear reactor.
There's a small nuclear reactor inside of it.
That's what Tara needs.
Oh my God. I was just thinking also, like, we miss looking over this and we just give her a nanite cloud.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do that. It's fine. It's fine. We're all gonna die.
Definitely fine.
Yeah, okay, I will add that. I'm guessing encumbrance of 1.
Just fucking take it.
Thanks.
It's junk.
In fact,
Who
it
gives a
lifts,
shit?
Incredibly important.
it lifts your spirit.
Yeah. So I can carry more.
And so after taking a stop by Spencer's Gifts, you locate where Dr. Drick's cybernetic clinic is. And you make your way to it. And it's up a flight of stairs. All of the escalators are working. All of the elevators are working. You actually notice that you try and keep on the down low, but you do notice that there are just every once in a while, you at the corner of your eye notice that there seems to be one of these things. And just like one is picking up things from like a boutique store and like putting it up to itself and then putting it back down onto the rack and then taking it off again and then putting it up to itself.
We got it. A cruel mimicry of life.
Exactly.
You
got it. You got it.
Yeah.
None of them seem to notice your presence at all, but there are a non-negligible amount that you seem to come across as you make your way through. And I'm not going to make you guys make a roll for it. I assume you're not going, yeah, let's go over here. You're trying to be like generally stealthy, and
Unfortunately, we do have the singing fish, where there's no way to turn it off because batteries don't exist. So if you wanted to be mean about
I
that,
could spend
a clink to just
I think right now and just says throw me. Like no,
and then
no.
all of the zombies.
But
You ever seen A Quiet Place?
I was wondering, in a mall like this, is there any music being piped in, or is that
There is, yeah. There's just kind of like it's almost like ephemeral that kind of like bounces off everything. You normally would expect like a lot more people to be walking through here and muting it a little bit, so it would just kind of be a hum behind everything. But it's echoing off of all of these different, flat surfaces and glass and metal, and it just kind of echoes as this eerie instrumental music kind of plays over top of everything.
amazing?
Cool.
Did you like the atmosphere?
I do.
All right.
I mean,
cool.
I don't.
It's trying to kill us.
It's like a modern mall.
Oh.
So you make your way to Dr. Drick's cybernetic clinic. And as you get closer and closer, you can't help but notice that the lights on this particular display seem to be quite aggressive. There's a hologram that is that shows an outline of a torque that, as you approach, notice that it is Dricked, although Dricked's a different Dricked than the one that you've seen before. This Dricked seems to have replaced their arms with multiple cybernetic arms. It seems they have a total of 6 arms that all have different doctor's tools on the end of it.
Love that.
Like a scalpel on one and, a bone saw on another. And it says, "Come to Dr. Drick's cybernetic clinic. If you have something that's ailing you, I got something that'll fix you up." And it kind of just goes through these different like sales pitches back and forth. And
I'll cut you.
I will cut you and slash those prices because they are down, down, down.
Oh, I hate this so much.
I love this.
And you approach, and you can't help but notice that the lights in here seem to be a lot brighter than any of the other lights around. You take a step into Dr. Drick's cybernetic clinic, and we'll pick up next time.
Nice. Good shit.
Yeah.
We made it.
Yeah.
It only cost us a bar. Well, for all the bright lights that you mentioned this episode, Jeff, I was expecting the flashlight to like come out and be like, "Version, take that." And these lights are blinding.
You can't see.
And I think this is our first time in the history of doing these where we've actually bookended and been talking about the same thing at the end of the episode as we do at the beginning of the episode. So good job, everyone.
All right. Well, I'm glad we're in this time loop together.
Yeah.
Have you started the episode getting